I nominated Dennis for the Mayor's Arts Awards as an educator because I have been intimately involved in this organization. My name is Pam Fraser. I've been affiliated with the Sedona Arts Center for 8 or 9 years now, both as on their board of directors and as the director for 3 years, when my office was right above the ceramics studio. And there's a vent right here that allowed a lot of the conversation and the laughter to come into my office. And I so wanted to be here rather than there.
My wife and I were very blessed to leave LA when we were in our late 40s and came to Sedona for our forever town. I took my first class here at the Sedona Arts Center in 1991. I took a jewelry class first, a silversmithing class, and I was really awful at it. My wife still has the mismatched earrings I made. And then I took a ceramic class, and I just resonated with the clay. It was just a great medium for me. Met really neat people that are dear friends to this day. Stuck with it for 9 years. I've been running the department for 16 years. We now have 5 classes a week, where we used to only have 1 class a week. We had guest instructors on occasion that weren't here on a permanent basis. We now have 4 to 5 workshops a year, bring in outside artists from all over the United States, which is really thrilling. Get the students for the workshops. And we just keep growing the department. I'm out of the box. I'm not school taught in ceramics, so I'm seat of the pants. My motto is, you know, if you're not going to hurt somebody, let's try it. Sometimes that doesn't work. But we never hurt anybody. I'm a very eclectic ceramist myself. We have a real diverse group of ceramists here. Some of these guys have been with me for 13 years. They come in every week, take their class, and it's like a big family.
Dennis is a laugh maker. He has created in this ceramic studio a very positive, friendly, lively environment. Even visitors walk in here and say, "This place feels great. This is a happy place." I see a lot of what goes on behind the scenes, a lot of the work and the time that Dennis and his helpers have put in to make this whole system work. It's everything from making sure that we have clay to work with. Dennis and his helpers are here mixing those glazes from scratch by recipe, loading and running the kilns. He has put in so much time and effort without any acknowledgement. Nobody really knows what all he does unless you're down here. And I've had that experience. I've seen how he works with students. I've seen how they respond to him. And it's a very, very positive thing. Dennis is handling very vulnerable pieces of clay that his students have put their heart and soul into. And it's very easy to break or shatter that. Rarely, if ever, happens. There's just so much to it that no one ever witnesses. All the time we're getting a low-key, informal kind of instruction that is inspiring, not in the least limiting, not judgmental, just plain helpful. Dennis is always looking for ways to give back to the community. And one of the ways that I love and will someday participate in when I'm good enough is the Loving Bowls project. It's an annual project where accomplished potters come into this studio to make up to 1,000 bowls every year. And in December, those bowls are available to the public for $10 apiece. All of the money that comes in from that project is divided 3 ways to 3 nonprofit organizations in this community. Last year, I think it was the food bank and the community center, and then programming here at the Sedona Arts Center. In addition to that, however, he's always reaching out.
I'm a big give back guy, and I'm very blessed to have a small fund that's restricted for the ceramic department. So I do outreach programs. I'm very interested and humbled by the Native American culture. So for several years, 4 years to be exact, I was able, and still am, to go to Monument Valley, to the tiny little high school in Monument Valley with 250 students that really have very, very few art programs. Their funding's pretty restricted, but I've been very blessed to hook up with the art teacher. We take everything to the kids. We take clay, I take guest artists with me, and we are there usually for 3 or 4 days. And the school pretty much turns all the kids over to us for 3 or 4 days, and we work with them in sculpture. They actually have potter's wheels, and I've been working with the kids and the instructor on the wheels, on how to create wheel thrown work. Just an amazing experience. I was also very blessed to hook up with a ceramic school in Tuscany, Italy, and for 4 years took students over in groups and did workshops in the hills of Certaldo, about 3 hours from Rome, which was very, very cool.
He has been to Nicaragua, to Italy, to Canada. He's reaching out to our community and beyond all the time, looking for opportunities to serve.
Let me share with you my philosophy here in the department. I've been so blessed to be able to be here, to be creative, to meet creative people, to help people that have maybe some issues in their lives, and we've created an environment here where you can come and get away from all that. You can actually learn to be creative. It's not easy. Centering on the potter's wheel is challenging, but that's good. You need to be focused. I tell my students, I say, if you got issues going on in your head, leave them at the door, and then when you leave class here in the studio, pick them up on your way out. I can't express how absolutely wonderful this environment has been healing for me. Clay is very tactile, it's very earthy, it's just an amazing medium to work in, and I think anybody that works in clay will tell you that too. And we have created a safe environment down here for everybody. The Art Center has given me so much and changed my life that I'm at a time in my life that I feel it's time for me to give back. Whether it be here with groups here in Sedona, groups out of the area, someplace anywhere in the world. It's just, I would like to share what I have, the knowledge I have, with those that would like to have me share it with them.